Hey there, welcome. Today we are going to see how to break your lazy era with the help of your phone. So, phone is something we all have and we keep scrolling it endlessly, and this becomes a major reason why we want to sit up in our couch whole day wasting our time or being unproductive on phone. I don't say that having a lazy day is wrong, but if you're gonna have it constantly, you're gonna get into a habit of procrastination. Now that's gonna kill your productivity. So now we're gonna see 5 top apps that has helped me get out of my lazy era and seize the day. Now let's get started and see how we can use our phones in a more productive way. So the first one is the focus settings inbuilt in all your phones, be it iOS, be it Android. This setting is definitely there, and I personally use an iOS phone. So when you go into the settings that's shown here, and then you would see a separate setting called as focus setting. So in this, what happens is you get to customize which are the applications that you need notification. For example, you're working and you wouldn't need all the distractions from Instagram or any of the social media, including WhatsApp, which keeps buzzing with a lot of advertisement messages these days. You can just turn them off and keep the applications that you actually need for your working hours. When I do my 9 to 5, I try to turn off notifications from WhatsApp, social media, or anything that I don't need from a particular point of time to end of the day. So this helps me give 100% and switches off all the distractions that I need along with the notifications. So I just don't have focus mode setting customized for work, but I also have it for my me time or reading, for anything, because I believe that if I'm not giving 100% to what I'm doing currently at that point in time, I don't feel good about it. So what I do is I just try to customize modes for every single task that I do, especially the bigger ones like work, reading, studying, or journaling, etc. Now this is a wonderful, powerful, easy tool that you can use. It's fun to use. So the second one is an application. So this application that's shown on the screen here is also to improve your focus while you do a particular task. This is called as a focus timer. You have a lot of focus timer app in your phone, like there's Forest, that's very famous, but the one that I have here is very simple to use. It has a very simplified UI and I love it. So this basically uses Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique is nothing but you allocate a specified time to concentrate and focus on a particular work and take short breaks in between, just to get your mind recharged and go back to the same task that you were working. So the one I have is customizable. So what I do is I try to work 30 hours straight and take a break of 10 minutes. You could also start from 20 minutes of work and 10 minutes of break, etc. So this timer is gonna keep ticking and then reminding you that okay, you've worked 10 minutes straight, you've worked 20 minutes straight, and then now it's time for you to take a short break and come back. The next one is again a very basic functionality that's available in all of our phones, which is the calendar app. Calendar app is extremely powerful, but I feel, do not use it to the potential that we need to use it. I try to do time blocking in my calendar. This is one of the very effective tool that I have found that definitely helps me in maintaining a work-life balance or not getting overwhelmed with the tasks that I have for that particular day. Now when I say about time blocking, I don't block every hour of my day. I try to keep it very minimal and also allow some breaks in the calendar. If you see the calendar above, you might think that it's all crammed, but no. I mean, I've left spaces for myself to just chill, just do the things that I want to do, or just sit simply. So this calendar that I make is on a monthly basis. I start blocking my calendar from start of my day, that's waking up for the day, until I perform my night routine. So now there are days when I cannot definitely stick to it time by time, but that's totally okay. But the best thing about is that when I wake up the next day, I know what exactly I need to be doing. But I just like to keep my calendars up to date for a month, and then review or see what's not actually working and get back to things that actually works for me. So basically we're all left with 24 hours a day. So you definitely sleep for 8 hours. Maximize your productivity for the rest of the 16 hours helps you in having a balance between your passion, work, and your rest hours. So next app that I had actually used for all of the submissions or the tasks that has deadline is nothing but the reminders. Again, there were time when I used to have reminders just for the sake of it. I used to just add task. I used to just say that this is the deadline, but I never used to follow up with it. But then reminder is such a strong and powerful app where you know what exactly you need to be doing in a particular time slot. Like for example, you have your work starting from 12 p.m. in the day. For my friends who work in MNCs, like your day starts pretty late, so probably it starts around like 12 or 11 a.m. and then goes up. So now this is the time you have to be working on something, but you don't know what exactly you have to be working on. You have submissions, probably you get a mail today that has a to-do task that you need to be submitting after a week. We write it in the notebook or we just make a note in our calendar. We don't know where it's lost. And this is when reminder helps you. Now all that you have to do is just take your phone, add a reminder. I like to also add a label. Like I have different labels for work, personal, and etc. So I like to label the task accordingly because that gives me a categorization on what needs to be done when and where. So try categorizing your tasks based on a category like personal, work, family, and you let me know what fun it is to do it. And coming to my last app for this segment, notes. I have to just pick something up from the store nearby. I immediately reach out to the notes app. That's where I scribble everything that I want. I just do my mind dump when I love using taking notes on a notebook and highlighter, but you don't have the notebook always in your hand. I definitely would not replace your notebook or whatever that you're comfortable with notes, but start using notes more. You will definitely understand how efficiently you can just keep everything in one particular place. There are so many apps you have for notes taking that I can link it below that I like to use. If you want, please comment. I can provide the links that I use. But the basic notes app that's inbuilt in your phone, nothing can be replaced by that because it's just so simple. It's just like what, like for example, when I do packing, not all the time I do an extensive checklist. I do have my own extensive checklist. I love organizing, so I do have the checklist, the bigger ones. But if I'm just rushing to a grocery shop or rushing somewhere before the travel, write things that I have already bought. It's just like really easy. And mind dump is one of a very powerful techniques to stay productive. If you like how I use the apps, or if you use it similar to how I use it, please comment down below. I would love to know how you use all of these basic free apps on your for your time today. Have an amazing productive week. Bye bye.